Okay.
Hi, America.
Hello, America. Welcome to Angel and the Wiz, which we are continually bringing to more and more people as time goes by.
We are.
Yeah, they say monetize. You know how many thousands of hits you have to have before?
Hey, I'll tell you this, that one of the people I work with does that, and he just puts up stupid videos.
Right.
And he's like, every once in a while he gets a check for like $10.
Well, I haven't got any checks.
Have you monetized?
I did. I monetized.
Okay.
I monetized. And then, get this, on Summer Love, which is all my music, which I put up by itself. They wrote me back and they said, well, we want to know about the copyright and everything else. And I told them, again, I wrote all of this stuff, and I'm a little bit flattered that you're suggesting that I stole it from somebody, but, you know, get a life. No, I was very nice to them, but...
Did you have the, copyright, whatever.
Hey, listen, I wrote it. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can walk in here and show me the words and the music, because I'm the guy that wrote it.
Okay.
So we're going through we're taping this during the convention season. Okay, Republicans and Democrats, and stuff like that.
I figured that you would be going on and on and on and on
right.
for the next 26 minutes about how fantastic the Republicans are, that I brought a magazine to read.
Well, no.
It's right here.
We can't have that. But I will say
Teacher
that
magazine.
The first thing that we did look at, you did show me.
I did.
Which
this happened to be in my magazine.
And this lets you know, this I don't know if this doesn't say that this is an advertisement, so I'm suggesting, it suggests that it's just a part of the editorial content of the magazine.
It is, no, it's an advertisement.
But it doesn't say advertisement anywhere.
No.
See, so is that advertisement?
It says tear and share, so I can, it's prepared.
See, this is, so what's the name of this magazine, so we can warn the world that it's an Obama supporter? Teacher Magazine is a front for...
It's the American Teacher Magazine, and it is the national publication of the American Federation of Teachers.
Is that a union?
It's a union.
So here's more union work for you. They send this dribble out to the teachers.
Let me make...
They have lies on one side and questionable material on the other.
All right, let's stop.
Yes.
So, yes, I did send that to you. This was in the magazine, this was published before the conventions. Obviously, it's published before the convention took place.
Yes.
I admit I did not watch the Republican convention, and I will admit that I am not going to watch the Democrat convention because, frankly, I find that crap boring. We know what happens in the end. We know that Obama's
Except for Clint Eastwood. You heard about Clint.
I heard about that, and I
it was great.
I started to watch some of it online, and then I got bored with that, too. And I'm like, ugh, I just couldn't.
Girls, they just had,
I didn't watch any of the conventions. If like Sarah Palin was to pop up and like somebody started whatever, like if there was some kind of controversy, I would have been like, ooh, this is going to be great. But really, no, it was... Anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said that in the Republican convention, the Republicans were making stances about education. And
yes, they are.
Yeah, and I said, and this is what I told you, and I just told you this a couple minutes ago. You get me bullet points
of what they are saying.
What they are saying.
I will definitely check into it.
And I will look at them, and then we'll have a real conversation.
You see, because they're for choice, they're for school choice, and school choice is important.
When you get me those bullet points, we will then talk about it.
That sounds fine.
Because I don't want to listen to you.
Yes,
possibly not repeat something correctly. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it would be the same
I am
thing
incredibly
as me.
insulted. It must to suggest that
but it would be the same thing as me repeating something from hearsay, and not getting the wording correct.
I absolutely understand.
In the education field,
that's right.
The words are what make the difference.
And in a show as important as Angel and the Wiz, we want to make sure that our facts are right because there's too many other people running around lying. Next week is going to be a lie fest. And they don't have anything to... You know what I read?
What did you read?
This was unusual because this was not in some conservative hack magazine. This was reported by Reuters. The Obamas are looking for a house in Hawaii for January.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't suggest his most confidence in winning the election if he's talking about moving out of town.
Okay.
I mean... Don't get me wrong.
He's from Hawaii, right? Yeah.
God only knows where he's from. I saw something printed the other day. He was born in Kenya and raised in Indonesia. and Hawaii, we know one thing. He has no love for America. He demonstrates that just about every day. And that's what, isn't it funny?
If you guys have any questions about anything that was a saying, you can go flip back to like the last 15 shows, not the last 2, because that was me talking about Hawaii, but the last like 15, 20, or 52 shows, and you'll hear the same stuff.
Sounds like a real stretch, you know. I mean,
you haven't changed. You
no,
haven't said
I'm
anything
a conservative.
new. You have not said anything new.
But everything that I've said has been true the whole time. I know, so we don't need to hear it again.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you haven't said anything new.
No, well,
give me something new. I'm very interested for you to find your education bullet points, and then
I will look definitely. I'll definitely look into that because it could probably go online.
Yeah, and I can give you my opinion from the teacher perspective, and I'll give it a true
believe me,
opinion.
Yeah, I trust you completely. If I didn't trust you completely, we wouldn't have 75 weeks of Angel and the Wiz.
I did write I started a blog.
Yeah, really?
I did. And my first post was a love letter to politicians.
Oh, I can imagine what that was like.
It was. I think it was cute.
Now, what do you mean you started a blog? What does that mean?
I started a blog where I voiced my opinion on random things. I just found a website you can host a free blog.
Oh, jeez.
Sign you up for that.
Yeah, Angel and the Wiz should have their own blog. Maybe people would write into us. I don't know. But we're coming up on 2,000 views.
Wiz could have his own blog because I wouldn't want the Angel and the Wiz opinions, which would probably be completely composed of your opinions, to be expressed.
You could write on it as much as you like.
I could, but I don't know if I have anything constructive to say.
I mean, it's like, I thought I was very disappointed with the Republicans at the convention that they did not invite Sarah Palin, who was a former vice presidential candidate, and every other year that person has been invited to speak. They are so afraid of this woman. I have never seen people afraid of her.
I really would love to have a conversation with her because
I wish she would come
on. As she is
she's so special.
As she is going less and less, she's coming more and more out of the limelight. And I'd like to know more about her. And that the Game Change book really changed my opinion about her too. I think that
in a good way.
In a good way. I think that she was thrown into the media frenzy, but just thrown up into there, and that she wasn't well prepared for all of that. And
she had people inside McCain's campaign working against her.
I think that I think that my opinions have changed. I'm not going to say that I agree, because you so far have not provided meaningful
Undefeated details. Have we watched the Undefeated show yet? That's got everything in it that you need.
You haven't provided meaningful details because you only started following her once she became a vice presidential nominee.
Yes, but that's why you want to watch Undefeated, because it tells you all of those years before her arrival here.
Anyway.
Okay, I was scared for a second.
I'm just saying that I would love to have a conversation with her, and yeah.
Man, so would I, because I would give her the respect she deserves, and she would respond.
Potentially, if she was to run as an independent of any political party, she probably could win.
I bet you she could run on the Tea Party, can't I? I bet you she could run on the Tea Party.
I think that the Tea Party has gotten negative publicity, and that would hurt them.
I think that
they have.
But we are the Tea Party. You are just as much a Tea Party as I am.
I think that the name Tea Party has gotten negative publicity.
When you have the media harping on it every single day, trying to say something rotten about it every single day.
All right, yes, you're right on that. But the media has done that, which means that...
Well, they're not going to stop.
Exactly. So running under... Shut up. Running under a name that has been actively negatively publicized...
So would you either change her name? She's been attacked as much as them.
She should be an independent, and I think if she was to run as an independent, that would really change views.
I have to. I
have to tell you this is something funny. Somebody posted a video of the Daily Show of Jon Stewart poking fun at the Republicans.
I'm sure that's all he does.
I built it slogan or whatever.
It was Obama that said he built it. He said, "You didn't build that." What a punk.
Build what?
Let me tell you something.
What are you talking about?
This all started when Obama said, you didn't build that.
Build what?
He was talking about businesses, entrepreneurships, things like that.
You know what he was talking about?
No, he's talking about roads. Baloney. That's what he uses now as a cover.
Would you
If you listen to the rest of his statement,
this is not the point I wanted to make. Was not about. This is the funny part. Okay, I thought was funny.
Stewart and funny. Go ahead.
So the Daily Show with Jon Stewart was doing a bit about how Republicans were focusing on the "I built it" or "We built it" or whatever, whatever slogan that seemed to arc over the convention. But the title that he put for the Republican Convention was Republican Convention 2012, The Road to Jeb Bush 2016. And
the Road to Jeb Bush 2016? I don't think,
I know with all... so funny.
You know, I mean... I think, unfortunately, Jeb Bush has been kind of, they've maligned his brother and his father so much. I think it's going to be very hard, just like with Sarah. When you've got the media working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week against you to support some guy that has no experience and has done a hideously horrible job.
Again,
it's still a fact.
New.
But it's all true.
Nothing new.
It's still true. You know what's new?
Nothing new. What's new?
Part 3 this week of the Crocked Cook. She does eggs and two things. You gotta watch. You gotta see this someday. You gotta see it. I know you don't watch the show, but it's a really funny bit. She's to a point where she's going to show you about how to break the eggs and put them into the picture, and the wine is starting to have an effect. Now she did she did this live, okay, and the bottle of wine was open before we started shooting, and so she had some then, and then as we go through the show, and you can see it's taking an effect, and it's funny watching it. Yeah, you'll have to see it because I don't want to blow it for anybody.
Okay.
But so this is part 3. If I'm putting it up, it's about 12 minutes in. Okay, it's part 3, and this is eggs and wine. Okay, so I just wanted to say, and we have to get out at 23:00.
Okay.
Okay, so
don't talk so much.
Oh, we're doing 2 shows, so I'm building something so cool, and I give it out to you people, but you never write to me, so I can't. But I'm doing it for my friends, for the people we used to do concert every February at a place called Playhouse 19 in Crystal River, Florida. And I used to go down there and we used to do a show. And it's a nice little theater. It's not too big. So it's very intimate. You can have a really nice relationship with the people and everything else. So I'm doing what I've decided to do.
Is that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was a promotional picture for it. So what I thought I would do is I was going to build. I wanted to do something performing the songs and talking about the intros and stuff. And I didn't realize that I had it already done at Playhouse 19. So I'm building it. I'm putting it together. I'm going to add a couple of segments. I'm going to shoot just a couple of little intros for songs that don't have them. But it's really neat, and the songs are really nice, and it explains about being a singer-songwriter. The what's her name? Angel Point One or whatever you said.
Angel 1.0.
Yeah, she was the host, and on one of the years, it was called A Man and His Music, and she explained about songwriting and stuff like that. So it's good to have. So anyway, and I want to start trying to find a home for my music.
Yes.
And I wanted to have something like this to go with it. So I've been working on it all day, and it's fun. See, it's funny. I don't know how to quite say this the right way. I'm like a Bob Dylan with pipes. I mean.
I don't know what that means.
I can sing.
Okay.
Okay. I have a voice. People think I can sing. Anyway, but it's like Bob Dylan started when he was young, back then. I'm starting when I'm old, but the songs are. I mean, it's very hard. This is why it's hard for an artist, because the songs are great. They really are. I mean, and if you listen, and that's one of the things that what's her name said, was that when I gave her the first one and she played it, she said she was looking for that beat or that something or everything else. And she says it really wasn't there. She says, but I kept listening because I figured I'd see him again sometime, and which I thought was okay. I know how she meant it, right? And she said she finally got it. She got the words, and and so it's nice that she explains that. It kind of sets it up nice. So, so anyway, it's been fun hearing the songs and not having to actually play them because I can't. My hands they're still tingling from the chemotherapy, and it's been, what, 2 months? Because I finished the end of July.
Have you tried playing? You can't play because you can't put the guitar strap over.
Right, but I still tried playing.
Okay.
And it's, you see, when you push down, it's even hard buttoning your shirt because, your nerves are as specific to every little tiny point. That's why you can pick something up because you can feel where it is. Well, this is like having a magnet that's dispersed, and they're all the points. It's like they're not connected, and it's tough even trying to do this because you can't feel it properly, and so it's tough trying to play guitar because you have to be able to feel the strings and know where you're going and stuff like that. So, but I will share with you that the first thing my manager said back in '68 or whenever it was, first thing we got to do is get that guitar out of that kid's hands because I'm not a musician. I'm not. The people that played behind me, they were really good. They could really play. I know enough chords to do my songs, and it must have frustrated Legolas, because here he could really, really play, and he was stuck with me playing rhythm. I could play rhythm. I can play rhythm guitar, and I can play rhythm guitar with anybody, but I don't have those piano fingers that Eric Clapton and George Harrison had. Where they're thin and they're manipulable, and you can do things. I can't even snap my fingers anymore. Do you realize? I can't snap.
It'll come back. Keep practicing.
No, it'll never come back. I know it's going. It's all right. I've accepted it. It's like, see, I used to be able to do that. I can't even do it with the left hand now. So it's like once you get a partial thing in your mouth for your teeth, you have a tooth pulled and you get a partial, so you put it in there. No more chiclets. Chiclets are gone. Chiclets was my favorite gum because you could crunch them up. The taste come out and that sweetness and it's invigorating. And I can't have them anymore. I don't even look at the box anymore because that's how it is. So how's it going?
It's going.
What were you going to tell me? You said you had a story.
I don't remember.
Sure you do. Come on. I went off to talk about this other stuff, and you said, I have this thing I want to tell you about. So how do we get back to it? We talk about
I don't remember.
We were talking about politics. We were talking about the conventions. We was talking about Republicans and Democrats, Clint Eastwood, and teaching.
I have no idea where I was going with it.
Oh well, I should have just let you go. I just wanted to mention about Julia coming on. But
yeah, I have no idea.
Well, I'm sure it'll come back. Any more
Probably.
stuff? Any more Hawaii stuff?
No.
No, you have that. How's things going with you and that guy?
Good.
Good. Okay.
Things are good. Things are. My life is pretty good.
Yeah.
Financially, it's a little frustrating, but.
But you took a hit.
I did.
You gave up one of your. Let me see if I have enough time. Okay, you gave up one of your teaching assignments, right?
I was. I considered it a forced resignation.
Wow.
Because one, I was due to budget cuts, I was reassigned.
Right.
And I was going to be back into the classroom.
Okay.
And I had to notify my other job that I was being placed back into the classroom, and they said that was a conflict of interest.
Really?
Yeah, and understandably so. In order to maintain full-time employment, I have to have flexibility to attend certain meetings at certain days at certain times. Like those are like non-negotiable.
Right.
Every Wednesday at this time there's this. Well, when you're in the classroom teaching 30 kids, you can't
do that.
Yeah,
right.
And that was like a non-negotiable. And there are other meetings and other things I needed to be flexible about with that. I couldn't when I was back in the classroom, so they said that it was conflict of interest.
Wow.
And I just said okay. So they said you need to choose the one. You can choose to stay online, or you can choose to be a brick and mortar teacher. And I said, well, online pays more money.
Well, it was an easy decision. So, does it have bennies and stuff too? Benefits?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and now you're home with your cats.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was tough, wasn't it? Oh, this is a hard decision. Let me think. Okay.
I have almost no stress.
That's
I
great.
took a hit financially. There have been some issues with that and the bankruptcy, and now I think I have to go to a hearing
Oh, because you lost that income, they got to bring the bankruptcy down.
And they have to bring it down, and they filed a motion for that, so I have to.
Matt Inglis, I heard about that on the radio. They talk about that. They have commercials for that. If your income has changed, maybe you should have your bankruptcy reassessed.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
you have to.
You have to. Like, I couldn't. If I was paying $820 a month, that was
forget that. You can't do that.
More than my rent, and I was like,
yeah.
I can't.
No, I can't do that. I lost that job.
The funny thing is that my family and my boyfriend keep asking me questions. You know, they're like, I don't have answers to them. You know,
right?
Like, can you come in for your sister's baby shower? I don't know.
Right.
Like, it's because it's not just, okay, I'm online teacher, so I can make my own schedule and I can kind of pack up and leave. I am working extra hours at my part-time job.
Right.
So I have to get that taken care of. I have to see if we're taping and arrange that. I have to have a cat sitter come in again and do that.
This is not somebody that's right here in town?
No, it would be up in Chicago.
Okay.
I have to go to a hearing, and I don't know when that is. Right. And the last time I had to go to a hearing, they told me in January, and they said it's going to be on this day. It was in March. It was like March 13th at 2 p.m. You know, and I'm like, okay, you know, like you go. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't have any. I won't know for another week. Like, you know, and they're like, okay. Or my boyfriend said if I needed some help financially, he would, help me, give me some money. And I said, I don't think I'll need it for bills, but I might need it for like food because my income. September's a hard month. I haven't. My hours haven't picked up at the part-time job yet because it takes a couple weeks for that to take effect. So. He's like, he goes, how much money do you need? And I'm like, I don't know. I won't know until 2 weeks from now. So it's, it's questions that they're asking I don't have answers to. Right. But, I'm like, as soon as I have an answer, I'll let you know. And they're like, okay. And then they ask me the next day the same question. And I'm like, I don't have an answer yet.
Right. The shower question.
Yeah,
those are the people that are asking about your
time.
time.
The shower question. My boyfriend wants to know how much money, and so it's.
We're at 22:25. We have to get out by 23:30, so I thought we would start now. Oh, coming up right now on this show for you, the Crocked Cook Part 3. Julia Tensil, Evelyn Kessler, the wonderful Evelyn Kessler. Her husband does a lot of artwork. If you go to wizardtv.com, you can see the artwork that Richard does. If you want to go to richardkessler.com, I think, you can see. But this is Evelyn. So,
do something good every day.
Every day.
And volunteer at your local animal shelter.
Sure, very good. Bon appetit. Here she comes.
Minded people, well, you might save them. I don't know what you're going to use them for, though. God damn it, I don't know. I'll think of something, though, because I'm the Crocked Cook. Crocked Cook I am. Yes, I am. Okay, I'm sick of this. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. All I'm going to do is put all these things in the pot. The pot. That's right. You shouldn't have your pot on the floor like I have. You should wash it. See this? That's right, you yam. Sweet potato, goddammit, I don't think you're a sweet potato at all. I think you're a yam. Now. Very important thing to remember. Besides your towel, I always have my towel with me, is to preheat the oven. Didn't think I would remember. Well, I did. Preheat the oven. Got me a special oven here. God damn, these things are lying around. This is an oven. Going to open up the oven. We should light it, though. First we'll light it. No, we shouldn't do that. What should we do for... Oh, light the oven. gets here, but everything's all right. Everything's all right. Let's make sure it's sherry. Yep. That's the sherry! Glad it's here. What do we do next? We've done all we should mix. I guess we should mix. Can't just leave these things here. We're gonna add some eggs. There's a proper way of breaking an egg. One way is to throw it on the floor. We don't do that here. What we do is we break them in our hands. I love it. God, it's wonderful! I'm the Crocked Cook and I can do anything I want. Crocked Cook. I guess we should add some to our mixture. What do you think? Think we should add some? Not too much. Half a cup? What do we do? Half a cup? I always do a half a cup. Mouthful? I'd say that's a mouthful. Where's my towel? Who took my towel?
It fell, Julia. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Thought I forgot. But I'm the Crocked Cook and I got it now. What? Put you guys on. You guys don't know a damn thing. Think they're behind the camera? Can do anything they want. I can do anything I want. The Crocked Cook. The Crocked Cook. Love it. Wonder where they got that name. What we're gonna do is mix. Shit, this is a long movie. I'm going to mix this. Where's my eggs? Oh! We forgot the garnishes.